You know, I have a tummy ache, but I'm being very brave about it. I have a tummy ache and being very brave about it. Shh. Brave about it. Shh. Oh shit. Hold on. Hold on. Don't listen. Shh. Shh. You didn't catch none of that, buddy. How brave they went for just ambiance. The fog is thick this morning as I make the trek to. Oh, I should have recorded that title, but it's not. It's fine. It's fine. We'll get it when I'm stupid. Oh, gosh, I really got to do this for the. I had a whole thing planned, but then I realized it doesn't actually work with what I want to do for the recording. Anyway, there's a title card for this. It's just ambiance, but sometimes it's all I need. I hope the garden doesn't get overused, because a lot of what makes a new game work is that we don't see the same background 20,000 times. The fog is thick this morning as I make the trek to Volcano High, silently cursing Trish. It's Saturday today, and instead of getting some quality shitposting in, I've got another day with the gardening club. Seems Trish didn't like how close I was to her little band and decided to rat me out to spears from all torrenting. I haven't used the VPN this time. Darn that purple pain in the ass, ruining my perfectly good weekend just for a little revenge. Sighing, I pull my jacket closer around me. Part of me knows that I'm not mad at missing my shitposting time, even if it is prime Euro hours right now. Today, Fang and I made plans to hang out a bit. She said she was going to expose me to some good music, something about a record store she liked. Rhea was going to come along too, so at least Fang had some company today, but the text back this morning seemed pretty bummed. Maybe I can make it out to her. Why do I feel this way? Where are we timeline-wise? Oh, who knows? Are you using the... First off, that's... What the... What did you... Is this intentional? Hold on, we're going into the scripts. We're diving in a little early, because that's not how you're supposed to make... Chapter 1. Yeah, no, this is just how I decided to do it, I guess. After what feels like an eternity, I finally make it back to the school. The resplendent gardens laid out before me. Strangely, there's no sign of Rosa or Stella anywhere. The assembled gardening tools laid out as before. A small group of students standing directionless in front of them. Silently, I join the back of the line, hoping to avoid attention. So I whip out my phone, hoping to send a quick text to Fang. Before I can finish, Rosa comes storming out of school, hurrying over. It's not like her to be late for these campus beautification projects, and something seems to have upset her. Rosa tries to hide it as she walks to the front of the group, but I catch her wiping her eyes with a palm. Clear evidence of tears. I mean, if she wears, like, makeup, there's a lot... Like, you shouldn't rub your eyes anyway, but... So sorry, everyone. I was dealing with some things. Rosa takes a deep breath to steady herself, clapping her hands together as much as to get our attention as to calm her own nerves. What could be the matter? Rosa starts handing out gardening equipment to the assembled crowd. There should not be a comment there. To the assembled crowd, not looking anyone in the eyes. Today should go quickly, just on maintenance and. A student interrupts Rosa, raising their hand. Anon, you are not polite enough to use the ungendered single person. Can you please stop it? Can you please not play the goddamn title theme at this point? I just came from the main menu.
Rosa, I think someone wrecked your flowers over there.
The yellow ankylosaur pointed over to a section of the garden, damage visible even from this distance. Wincing, I expect the damage, having been too distracted with my thoughts I noticed beforehand. Seems some jokers went around and smashed all of Rosa's red camellias, leaving the evidence scattered all over. I glance quickly over to Rosa, expecting to see her glowing as red as the flowers with an indignant rage. Instead, she just stands there, her shoulders sagged and her face the picture of misery. Oh. Rosa sniffed, trying to keep her tears at bay, as the assembled students shift their feet awkwardly Oh, wait. Sorry. The assembled students shift their feet awkwardly, glancing at each other. Could one of them be the culprit? Glancing back to Rosa, I can tell she's close to breaking down, too distraught to direct the students.
Why did I help you, Rosa?
Good, someone is stepping up to do the right thing. Wait. That someone is me! The words... That someone is me! The words somehow leaving... somehow, leaving my mouth before I know what it was doing. For some reason, an image of Principal Spears flashes in my mind as I think about what I just said. The other students stare at me, their surprise evident on their faces. Rosa glances towards me, wiping another tear away as she shoots me a sad smile. And I'm lost in the My brain has been deep-fried so much lately. I can't sleep. I just can't get any quality sleep. Wait, is this the normal title theme? Gracias a no. Okay, everyone, those weeds and vines won't clean themselves. Go rapido. Listen. Okay, listen, alright? This is, like, version 13, and it's a Redux. And you have errors like this in here still? Come on! Go rapido. Rosa seems to regain a little composure as she shoos the rest of the students to their chores, leaving me standing there alone. Taking another steadying breath. I would sort of say steadying breath. Yeah, I'm not used to this version of the title theme, I think. God, please stop. I just want to play the main game again. I miss it. I miss ending 4. My little hands. I don't have that with Wani Gator. I don't know what it is. It just doesn't have that pizzazz. Maybe it's the novelty that really makes this game stand out. And therefore I can never play ending 4 again. I can only ruin myself in the process. Taking another steadying breath, Rosa hands me a trowel before collecting her own bag of tools. Why do you feel the need to emphasize her own bag of tools? I don't know. The both of us setting off to clean up the damaged flowers. You didn't need to do that alone. Ah, lo siento. Something is in my eyes today. Scrubbing an arm across her eyes, Rosa laughs slightly, trying to hide her embarrassment. Unfortunately, all it really does is make this massive black smear on her arm. I know what mascara is now, at least. Watching out of the corner of my eye, I mumble something non-committal in response, trying not to notice how puffy her eyes are. Ah, heck no! From the looks of them, she had something in her eyes all morning. Part of me knows I shouldn't pry, but... I mean, I criticize the game for making mistakes, but I can't even read the spelling correctly. A part of me knows I shouldn't pry, but something else, a much larger part of me, is dying to make sure she's okay. I would prefer to know if she plans to murder me out of sheer desperation or not. Damn you, Spears! Hey, Rosa, are you okay today? You seem, your eyes... My words trail off under Rosa's intense stare as we walk across the pavement of the garden. Why does my brain have so much difficulty with that? It didn't even dawn on that this may not be something Rosa wanted to share with me. I want to see version 1 now, okay? Okay? Oh shit. Oh no. Whoops! Something just broke. Safi, are you physically capable of saying anything properly? I want to see version 1 now. Because if this is what we're dealing with in version 13... Like, my problem, right, is... If I'm promised this is the 13th iteration we've made of this, right? We've been chucking, we've been pulling that handle to make this thing turn over and over. This is like the kind of stuff that you should easily catch, you know? I mean, I like those mistakes in, but not with this proximity. Maybe it's not the native language. If they're using Google Translate, fair enough. Actually, Google Translate's better at that. It generally doesn't mistake things like that. Unless in Spanish it's different. I don't know. Might just be the case. You never know. It's the downside of translation and transliteration. There's some flaws in there. It didn't even dawn on my... Still. This might not be something Rosa wanted to share with me. A total stranger she's only met like one time before. But before I can stammer out an apology, her eyes soften, a genuine smile spreading across her face. Ah, Niño, you are so sweet to ask. Oh, look at how her mouth just whoop goes down. Yeah, it just looks so weird. It's because her eyes are supposed to slange chitely. Thank you, Safi. You're so awake today. It's just, some things in home are not so good, comprendre. Comprendre. No, that's French. I didn't even know. My brain is just... Should I even be here? Should I call in sick? Sorry, I slept like a butt. Actually, butts would sleep rather well, I imagine. By now, we've made it to the damaged flowers. Petals and stems are scattered all over the pavement. Rosa heaves a heavy sigh as she surveys the damage. Talking seems to be helping Rosa cope with the destruction of her prized camellias, and I nod for her to continue as we kneel down to begin moving. Something about this writing feels a little awkward. It's like the sentences aren't self-contained. It's like, I don't know, right? There's something here that doesn't quite work for me. Please, please, title theme, go away. Mi familia, they always worry about me too much. They always think that they can hide when they are hurting. Rosa trails off, her crimson eye... Oh, they are red. I forget that. I forget it a lot. Her crimson eyes gazing absently. Wouldn't it be better to say absent-mindedly? As she collected the remains of the flowers, her hands reverently holding each one before placing it up. It's gonna take you forever if you take up every single one of them one at a time! Scoop them up! I could barely focus on clearing my own section, instead watching Rose as the words spill out. Does she even really need you for this, buddy? I think you're just moral support here. I can see fresh tears in her eyes. My mother, she's the worst. She thinks I don't know how thin she is. Our handshake when she's in the kitchen. That's French, Z. And non, please. Disculpa? Well, you are trying. Cannot blame you for that. A sudden sob cuts off the rest of Rosa's story, and already hot tears are flowing down her face. What do you mean already hot? They're fresh from her face. Wouldn't they necessarily be hot? I know, it's such a weird thing to specify. I want her to be okay, I know. Oh, jeez. Her mom's a skeleton, isn't she? I am ill... Isn't ill-equipped like with a hyphen, though? Ill-equipped is with a hyphen. That's not a critique, like, if you don't speak English natively or write it a lot. Like, not a thing you'd even know, because it's such a... Hyphens in English are weird. I use them a lot because I like composite words, because in my home tongue, boy, do you use a lot of them. You can just glue all words together and it's fine. I'm ill-equipped to handle this level of real talk. My conversation skills are much more attuned to flinging insults on a Finnish butter-churning encyclopedia. What? Just say wikia. Just say wikia. Call it a wikia. Encyclopedia implies that it's a book. Nobody calls Wikipedia an encyclopedia anymore. They call it Wikipedia. On top of that, you're missing an R. Man, I'm just gonna... You know what? We're just gonna assume that all of this is like... This person is originally Spanish because a lot of Spanish people like Rosa. We're just gonna assume that it's all like part of like a translation effort that didn't quite work out. But I'm gonna point them out, but I'm not gonna stickle on them. A faint memory of my original plan made when I moved here. Yeah, that's just awkward phrasing. I would have said, like, back from when I moved here, or something like that. Flash across my mind as I move a little closer to Rosa. I put my hand on her shoulder gingerly. Rosa takes my hand in hers, giving it a squeeze. She says there's a lot of little speckles on the background, too. Especially towards the top. So much for keeping out of the radar. Listen, I'm sorry, Rosa. What is even going on with her mom, Anon? Is she sick? Am I... Anon, if you really are an autist, as you so often claim, you would not have any clue what the fuck she's talking about. You'd be like, does your mom just not eat? Get her a sandwich, you know? I mean, I normally say that to a woman, and he gets slapped across the face, and he did not recover. Before I know it, Rosa has her face buried in my chest, her body shaking with sobs as she holds onto my shoulders with her gloved hands. Give me Garden Glove, Rosa. It's the art we all want. This close I could smell her. This pleasant scent of sweat and earth. Undercut with a sweet floral smell. That's too many smells, my man. That's too many smells. That's salt and like this savory earthen... the brown smell of the earth. I don't know how to describe it. Whatever. And then there's sweet in there. That's too many tastes. That's too many flavors. I move my hands to her back awkwardly, trying to comfort her, while also not trying to rake my dirty gloves through her glog head. Hard to do. Expert level challenge. With hair like that. I just noticed there's like a lot of highlights. I never noticed that before. Huh. I can't help I can't help but think notice. I can't help but think or notice. Rosa really does have some beautiful hair, to the point that I can't even make up my mind if I'm thinking it or noticing it. Uh-oh. Alarms again. Yeah, this is a bit awkward. But we got, like, how many chapters? 10. I can do 10. Oh, 10 is only for B. Is it even the end? Well, there's 4 endings, it looks like. But I don't even know how the endings are split off. How they branch. Oh, there's whips. So even Redux 13, the one that I have, is not even complete. I mean, to be fair, I'm okay with the idea of, like, the ending is just one choice. I have nothing against the idea of just playing it fast and loose. Also, I thought it was Elizabeth Farlene, but apparently it's Farlane. At least that's what I... Her name does not appear anywhere in the game, as far as I can tell. I opened all of the scripts, right? All of them. All of them. And I look up Farlane in all the documents, and it's like... Nope. Does Farlene show up? Nope. Like, I can look up Liz, and it will show me all the instances. 1,400 times, apparently. Holy shit. I don't know, maybe I'm just stupid. Oh, to be fair, it's also like Liz's head. Man, Liz's head is like such a... I think the game significantly underpresents like what you can do with a character whose neck is like that. Again, I really think it's underselling the potential of that character. But the problem is she's not a main character enough for it to make sense for it to give all that attention, you know. Rosa, if you want to, you know, talk and stuff, I can give you my number and we can text or something. What the fuck am I doing now? Hiccuping. That's just awkward. Also, I don't think hiccuping has 2. In the Garund. Oh! Apparently the Garund does in fact have 2 P's. Well, that's on me. Although apparently hiccough is also accepted. That's probably where it comes from. How weird. How strange. Things we learn. Hiccuping, Rosa pulls away from my chest, and I can already feel the wet spot where her face was pressed. Makeup's gonna... It's like everyone puts their blood and their makeup and their sweat on me, and it's like... I own like 5 of these shirts, and I'm running out really fast. Her whole snoot is wet with snot. Her mascara is leaving little rivulets of black down her orange face. And also a giant streak on her arm and on your shirt. Like, this is not pretty, my man. This is where you learn how ugly it can look. Is this before or after Fang, like, has the rooftop sequence? I don't even know. Her crimson eyes are bloodshot and puffy from crying, shimmering with tears as she glances up at me. A curious expression lightens up her face once more, as she sniffs once more. A mix of sadness, gratitude, and happiness. Jesus fucking Christ. What is the pacing here? You do know the original game got rid of Anon's alarm because the tone got more serious, and you can't have this going on when someone's like, my mom is fucking dying from cancer? Alright? Rosa flashed me another sad smile. The alarms in my head are cranking up in volume. No, you chico tonto, if you wanted my number, you just had to ask. Rosa punctuates this with a small laugh, once again scrubbing an arm across her eye. I would... Oh, someone also said like there's this thing called Encore where they're doing full voice acting and they're doing music. All I can say about Encore is it should not exist. I personally think that what Encore is trying to do is completely antithetical to the point. Like, you shouldn't have bothered. I understand that you're very passionate about it, you want to make something special out of it, but like... What am I supposed to do now, huh? I'm still thinking about that guy who basically announced loudly and proudly, hey, Nintendo, sue me. I want to know if that guy is going to be around in 2 days or not. Rosa punctuates with a small laugh, once again rubbing an arm across her eyes. Look at me, soil desastre. Ah, let me get the tissue. Rosa fumbles around in her bag on her hands and knees while I try my hardest not to notice it. My man, Anon! We do not need to know your booty calling, so... Oof, oof, oof. The tone is funny. Am I supposed to be... Yeah! Honestly, here's a tip. Did you know that you can automatically force progress a text box? You should probably do that in a situation like this. I'm supposed to be consoling her, not checking her out. Withdrawing a small packet of tissues, Rosa turns back, uses one to wipe her eyes as she catches her breath. Oh, I'm such a mess today, and oh, Dios mío, I don't know shit. You mean my camisa? My lady? Where's this camisada? I'm pulling out my camisada katana. Made of the finest folded South American steel. Cotton! It's made of cotton! No, my steel shirt! I just had it reforged. Worry crosses Rosa's face as she points a gloved finger at my chest. Glancing down, I expect a few wet stains from Rosa's sobs. Notice nothing that major. Instead, her mascara has stained the front of my shirt. A goopy black smear is covering my chest. It's almost like she imprinted her face on that, quite literally. Let me clean it for you, Anon. Instinctively, I lean back, away from her outthrust issue. Rosa, no, it's okay. It's nothing... In my haste to back away from Rosa, I had forgotten just how damn clumsy I was, falling over backwards. Anon dies the end. In my haste to back away from Rosa, I had forgotten just how damn clumsy I was, as I fell over backwards. Again, I think it's... there's something about the verb choice. Like, I had forgotten, right? You would expect him to say, as I fell over backwards. As a sort of reflection on the action. No, Rosa! Expecting to run into my chest, Rosa also pitched herself over. And the both of us fell into a heap. Rosa and I are staring face to face as she landed chest first on top of me. You should put some more periods in there. Like, a lot of these are sentences you should probably just break up and leave it at that. Oh, that's so cute! And oh, for fuck's sake. Warning! We are now at DEFCON 1. Mom has not taken the spaghetti off the damn heat. Sprawled there, all I can do. Again, normally when the alarm goes off, it's implied to be Anon's internal mental state, so it darkens the screen to reflect that we're in his mind and the reality is sharpening. Like, personally, I would have done it so that Rosa is somewhat darkened, but the background more, so that there's this really sharp contrast, and then I pull it up. Like, whew. Sprawl there, it's all I can do is... Sprawl there, it's all I can do to look Rosa... Hold on. I'm gonna just auto-correct this, because this is just fucking me up too bad. Sprawl there, all I can do is look Rosa in the eye as she stares back at me. Bright crimson orbs locked onto my... They're not bright crimson orbs. Alright? Listen, I understand that fucking Olivia has, like, weird colored eyes, but they're white that happen to have red irises. Okay? Alright? Look at how much fucking white of the eyes you can see with how huge those eyes are. Jesus. Also, just to make one thing very clear, you could have saved yourself so much drawing. Wouldn't her hair fall downwards and create this sort of tunnel funnel towards Anon's face? Like, why is her hair going down towards her body when it should be going down towards Anon's face? Which, by the way, is a really cool fucking way to frame someone. It's like, all he can see is Rosa, framed by her hair. And also, the chest, because he's a dirty pervert at this moment, apparently. You know, you communicate the characters using the framing of the scene. I'm going to be a director, and my entire director career is just going to be bapping people on the head telling them they're stupid. It's great. What more do you want from your director? Desperately, I try not to think about how well Rosa's chest cushioned her fall, or about how her hair spilling over her face frames it so perfectly, or about how close her lips are to mine. Second suit of drawing to infinity as I lie there, her on top of me, a staccato heartbeat matching mine. Is staccato even appropriate? Performed with each note sharply detached from each other. Okay, that's a fair way to describe a heartbeat, I guess. Never knew what a staccato was, but I guess it's like, you know, every note matters, buddy. I can feel my body start to relax slightly, with my mouth moving almost subconsciously. Jesus Christ, Anna, this is not you. You wouldn't do this, okay? Rosa might. She's emotionally compromised. She's like all into it. You know, maybe she's a bit clumsy today. But Anna does not have the he's a weirdo. He gawks, but he doesn't make the move, you know. When Fang confronts him with the whole like giving him a look, you know, downstairs, he's all like, "Oh man." That's watching through half-closed eyes as Rosa does the same. Uh-oh. Rosa... I'm sorry, what? Oh boy, it's smooching time. Uh-oh. Rosa is my friend! Wait a minute, this is bullying! It's the perfect line, because it is so fucking bad. It is such a bad line, but it suits Inko so well because he's such a fucking clown at that moment. It's perfect. It's perfect. It is good writing. Anon does not go, she is my friend. He's met her once. He's already been like, oh, I don't consider her my friend. We've met like once. I'm a stranger. Why the fuck do you consider her A, your friend, and B, what are you doing, Anon? Where's the consistency? The problem I have is that this feels like it's compressing down the like weeks of getting to know each other into one scene. Like we're going fast. A friend. What about Fang? What about Fang?
You two okay?
I snap open in an instant. The question immediately breaking the spell. The same ankle saw from before standing over us, their eyebrows raised quizzically. Wrong pair, but kudos for effort. A pair of shears held disinterested in one hand. You were gonna fucking make out in the dirt, you goobers. The dirt! Like, I'm just saying, if we're 13 rewrites into this, sure doesn't feel like it. Like, listen, you're allowed to go fast, right? I'm okay with you going. We're speed running this shit. We're going right to the money shot. We're going straight to the point that I give a shit about as a writer, you know? That's fine. Some people are like, I don't want to do the long, slow build-up. I do that because I'm a fucking idiot. You know? Nobody's waiting on that. But the problem I have... Oh, Jesus fucking Christ, did I just not focus on world building enough for that first arc to make any sense? But... if you're gonna do it right, you know? Just go for it. This is such a weird intermediate. Rosa pushes herself up, a grunt escaping my lips as she drives her weight into my stomach. Oh shit, I just realized when no one's here. Why was this set to private? Well, I think I'm deeply embarrassed enough as is. I'm just gonna be hitting the old dusty trail. Rosa pushes herself up, a grunt escaping from my lips as she drives her weight into my stomach. She hauls me up with ease, her powerful arms nearly pulling me out of her own sockets. Anon, your arms will not be pulled out of your sockets because you are not heavy enough to provide a counterweight. You just fly up into the air like a sheet of paper. I could see her face turn like a bright red, the heat coming off of mine to let me know that I match her shade for shade. Impressive, since she's already 50% of the way there with her orange scales and all. At once we blather something out. Each of us talking. Like, my problem with this is, it's fine if you want to go 90 miles an hour and get to the part you care about. But then why have Anon describe her as a stranger at first? Wouldn't you sooner want to say, like, Rosa, I've met her like once or twice, but I already feel as if we have such connection, such potential, such electricity. You know, be like, oh, there's a reason they're going fast, because they are feeling that muy caliente. At once we blather something out, each was talking over each other. Yes, see, we were just, I fell, and I needed some help getting up, and, Rosa just made sure I was okay, and... Our excuses die out as we stand there sheepishly, trying not to catch each other. Again, Anon, you know if this ankylosaur is non-binary or not. And you wouldn't respect that anyway, because you're not respecting Fang on that front. Like, you can just assign a gender, it's fine. The ankylosaur just nods. A sly smile split their face as they turn back to... Yeah, I don't think they care, Anon. Why are you being such a goober? They don't care. My stomach is so upset. It's always upset. I drank too much vegetable soup. Awkward seconds tick by as I stand there trying to avoid Rosa's gaze, surreptitiously glancing her way out of the corner of my eyes. Oh, sorry, my brain did not pick up on that. Surreptitiously glancing her way out of the corner of my eye. She looks like a mess. An errant twig had gotten caught in her... That's on me. She looked like a mess. An errant twig had caught in her hair, and her face was so streaked with mascara. And also all the dirt that got stuck in it. The dirt clings to your tears, man. But even as I glance at her, and she does the same to me, the beginning is a smile curling in the corners of a mouth. First off, Anon, if you want to go 90 miles an hour, have Anon be like, oh man, isn't she cute even when she's all grimy? Oh boy. The dirt of the earth cannot hide the pureness of her soul, or something stupid like that. I love stupid lines like those. They're great for getting the momentum going. But even as I glance at her, she does the same to me. The beginnings of a smile are curling in the corners of her mouth as she does so. Coughing. Is she clearing her throat, or is she... Coughing, Rosa turns once again... Coughing, she once again turns to a bag. A sudden bending over, driving my eyes straight up into the sky. My face reddens further. When she turns back, I can see that she has her phone with her. A little flower dangling from the lanyard. Can I get your number, Anno? She stammers as she holds out her phone to me, the smile she now sports making her face light up. Like, Safi, what's wrong with you? Can you just fucking ship some characters already? You write a lot of fanfiction, but very little of it has to do with the characters or shipping them. Come on, buddy. You can do it. Everyone can do it. Taking her phone with a shaky hand, I stammer out something as I punch my name and number into the phone. Naturally, the default language is set to Spanish, so the middle row is slightly offset by that squiggly N that they use. A squiggly N, Anno? Yes. You know what I'm talking about. She just looks at him. And there's just this moment where he realizes that she knows what's being aimed for. God, my brain is like 50% dead. Stop it, Safi. Ow! My head. Ow. I don't even know what it's called myself, actually. Let's look it up. When Morse code was extended to cover languages other than English, the sequence long, long, short, long, long was allotted for this character. Really? It's a long fucking sequence. I mean, does it come up much? I don't know. Let's see. It is also known as Virgulila. Google Translate. I'm gonna need your hand here. Please. What the hell are you doing? Get out of here. German? I don't need you right now. What is Spanito?
Virgulita.
No, Virgulilla. That's what I'm looking for.
Virgulilla.
Virgulilla. Why are you playing the fucking background music on the sounds? There is a function for this. Taking a photo with a shaky hand, I stammer out something as I... yeah. But yeah, if you set your keyboard to Spanish, it adds a little squiggly N on the right, and it shifts everything over. It's like half a key. It's terrible. Sure, Rosa, just text me if you if you want to talk. I mean, if you do want to, you don't have to. It's Smile Anon! I love him. He's such a little bean. My words trail off as I hand Rosa her phone back, flashing her what I hope is another smile. Smile deepens. Don't smile a smile too much more. The smile deepens as she takes the phone back, our hands touching briefly. I mean, it's a fucking phone. You don't have that much real estate, man. Unless you hold it at the tip, you know. Wink, wink, touch, touch, rub it elbows. Something about Rosa makes me unable to look away, her crimson eyes pulling me further into her. I sense her kindness in that glance. I can feel her love for others in that smile. I want nothing more than to make sure that nothing ever hurts her again. It is a deal anon. Why did that sound like a date? Poor guy. You know, they can call it Virgulia or whatever they want to. I'm just gonna call it a Virguil. Virguil? God fucking damn it. None of these words I can use with my brain. Virguil. Varguil. Hold on, I have a pronunciation guide for this.
Varguil.
Varguil? Ugh, fuck off, Dungeons and Dragons. Go jump off a cliff. That's awful. Guil? It's O-U. It's Uil. It's been a few days since my close encounter with Rosa took place at the school garden. You know, the one where they didn't do the hair any justice in the framing of the scene and everything, and they didn't properly... I'm just saying that if I was the art director, I'd have some stern words with the artist. I mean, it's a difficult shot to draw, but you know, if you're gonna set up the scene and go for it, I'm just saying. I'm feeling different. I'm feeling different ever since. Like something in my body slowly filling up with something. That's your bladder! Anyway, let's do it. It's been a few days since my close encounter with Rosa took place at the school garden. I've been feeling different ever since. Like something inside of me is slowly filling up with something. Any tension that may have arisen from Fang deciding that they want to play guitars to the bass seems to have evaporated. And the band's been in a frenzy. Practicing with renewed vigor. Oh, shit. Did I... No, I turned on the music again, right? I know I turned it off briefly for something, but... I know I'm smarter than that. Hold on. Everything was going well until... Everything was going well until... Yeah, it's... Hola, can we talk after school? I really need someone to talk to. I froze, standing in the middle of the school hallway. Several students shouldering their way past me angrily. You're supposed to move. Since our almost kiss... Rosa and I have been texting back and forth, though most of it is just pretty basic stuff. I was afraid to ask about her family again, worried that it might upset her. Even though I knew that sort of thing should be talked about in person, a selfish part of me hoped that by avoiding the issue, everything would just work itself out. It is at that moment that Fang shot up the school and Reed decided to stop her, only this time Trish was also trying to stop her, and it's like, come on, man, you can just have me hit up someone else without having to kill Fang and half the fucking school. Like, do you know what happens when you kill Reed and Nasser and everyone? You just kill half your cast you can use. You have no one left. I mean, I guess that's the point, so that Trish can isolate me. But you know the point. Sure, where do you want to meet? There's a restaurant in the old town that I like to go. Want to meet there? Old town, huh? It's a part of town that lies right at the edge. Popular with the Hispanic and Latino dinos. Why aren't they called Ladinos then? Or the Historians? Come on, Anon! Come on! By bus, it will take me a while to get there. I've got a pretty important assignment from Cole Dubisky to finish tonight. Fuck it. If Rosa needs to talk to someone, it's gotta be important. I'll be there. Oh, gracias, Anon, I'll send you the address. Looking forward to it. You know, it's really weird in my language. You're supposed to write address with one S and one D, and then you all suddenly it's doubling up. It just rubs me the wrong way, you know. Later that... Listen, Anon, we don't do this. We do not do this. You have to establish yourself way earlier that we're just doing... Why do you have the periods? If it's later that day, why are you having an ellipses? The ellipses are Anon being late. I end up needing to take 2 buses to make it to the address Rosa texted, leaving my mind racing as the Volcaldera streets rushed by unseen. Because you're not looking, buddy. Just get a look. It's a nice view. I kept telling myself to relax, that Rosa just needed someone to talk to. Probably about her mother. I don't think she told anyone else about that, even Stella, so it was natural to confide in me, right? I mean, it wasn't a date or anything, right? I was just getting some food with a girl who I almost kissed the other week. I really wish those alarms would shut up. That cool background, yo. Love it. The sun had warmed up. The sun doesn't warm up, Anon. The sun does not warm up. You gotta go back to astrology class. The sun had warmed up considerably as I walked the streets of Old Town. And a sudden early spring heat wave caused me to sweat profusely. I tried to ignore the odd looks of passersby kept shooting me. Huh. It was pretty rare for a human to be in Old Town alone, let alone one who was as white as I was. The term we're looking for, Anon, is pasty. Hurrying along, I finally made it to the place Rosa mentioned. An old brick taqueria. Whomstead? Hold on. What? I don't know what this is. Taqueria. Like a pizzeria? Taqueria. Taco shop. Hold on. How are you supposed to say this?
Taqueria.
It's just taqueria, I guess. Hurrying along, I finally made it to the place Rosa mentioned. An old brick taqueria, half a dozen or so small plastic tables. Again, why so many commas? Just put a period in there. This is the sentence. Move on. Come on, let me breathe. Let me think. It's a different sentence. Or maybe the point that Anon is just like non-stop run-on sentences, because his brain is just thinking too much. A poorly painted depiction of a Dino Ball Z character towers over one side of the building. That should be either a semicolon or just a colon, because it's you're explaining what a muscle-bound saurian, his golden chest bristling with energy. I think what you mean, Anon, is it's your bisexual awakening. Congratulations, you're bisexual now. Woohoo! I pop around the corner, I hit him with the confetti, and then I run off. Pulling out my phone, I let Rosa know I'm here. I pause to snap a picture of the faded, surprisingly well-painted figure. Probably just stealing it right off. Oof. Man, the boys in that Ethiopian knitting smoke signal system aren't gonna believe this. Anon, why are you hacking into smoke signals? You can't just do that. Oh, that's so rude. Do you have it? Anon just has like a little fire on his balcony. Intercept signals. Evidence logged, I take one final look around for Rosa. Before suddenly someone careens into my back, the powerful arms pinning my own to my sides. Ah, no, there you are. Dios mío, you took your seat time, Vago. Vago? Oh, God, I need to buy a Spanish dictionary with how much this comes up. Apparently, it means lazy, faint, shadowy, or slacker. Loafer, tramp, idler, slouch. Truant, lazy bones. Ah, what a great word. It's the word for people you don't like, or being a bit slow. My fear subsides as I notice that it's Rosa hugging me from behind. I can tell by the force she's exerting that she's happy to see me, and the feeling of her Anon. Come on. It's Mickey. Oh. I want to hit him with a newspaper. Rosa spins me around by the shoulder until I'm facing her, flashing me a beaming smile before hugging me again, resting her head on my chest. And no, I'm really glad you are here. My arms wrap around her awkwardly around her back as I return. Doesn't she have like spikes going up her backside? Careful! Don't prick yourself, buddy. He already fell down earlier. Can we scroll back far enough for this? We already had this. Again, why isn't the hair falling down and creating a shoot? Focusing exclusively on her face, but also keeping her bosom exposed to show that Anon is A, a pervert, and B, just saying. Also, I do love the animation they use for this. Can we get it? Oh, no, we can't get it without breaking the... Because I'm pretty sure if I click, it... I love how Anon's sliding in. Of course, Rosa. So, is this place any good? I ask, flashing Rosa's smile as we make a pot. Why do you have this? You do not have to add this. Just say he... Knowing full well that with an anime character on the side, there's no way this place can be bad. They spirit bomb every taquito. Rosa catches onto my little jab? Jibe? I've never heard of jibe. Maybe I'm gonna learn a new word today. An insulting or mocking remark, a taunt. Oh, I've learned a fresh new word today. How exciting. Elbowing me in the ribs while laughing. Oh, oh no. Hey, you're supposed to watch your accents. Oh, oh no, this is the best of all town. Come on, get in line. The place was so fast. It's the Kyria. How full can it be? Before I can make a move, Rosa grabs my hand, before eagerly tugging me inside. Anon, you do know that she's probably taller than you if she wasn't squatting over all the damn time. Like, she can suplex you, my man. Be careful. I can feel my heartbeat quicken as she takes my hand. Again, don't overdo the alarms. The original story was really precise about this. Yeah, but she has these free hanging things on the sides that would naturally funnel downwards more. The inside of the taqueria? With more tables taking up most of the space inside. A menu lists what I assume is the food. The handwritten Spanish is completely incomprehensible to me. It's like trying to read the way Russian doctors write. They're cursive. True to Rosa's word, a line has already started to form. A few customers glancing back at us as we take our spots at the end of the line. So, how's the... I try to mouth out the syllables to one of the items, sending Rosa into another fit of laughter. She's still holding my hand. Oh, no, don't worry. I can order first, no problem. I'm allergic to everything Spanish, so don't even try. And then they somehow have, like a little basket of French fries with mayo. Get it? Rosa gives me another smile, crimson eyes twinkling in the fluorescent lighting. I mean, that's like a very unflattering lighting, my man. I don't think you could do her justice in that. There's too much blue. It's just too much blue. A long moment passes, each of us staring back at each other before we finally snap back to reality. Blushing, she drops my hand, quickly crossing her arms. Hang on, we're going to have a long talk. Okay? Get in the bathroom, Anon. Anon? The bathroom. As she attempts to hide her embarrassment. We make small talk for the rest of the wait about our classes. We make small talk about our classes, how the cotton is doing, kill some time until our order's ready. We share with each other and realize just how nice hanging out with Rosa is. Yeah, so far she's been very demure compared to how I imagined she generally would be. Oh, man. My big problem is that Anon's being a giant pervert and that he was engaging with Rosa on the kiss. Like, again, I get that if Rosa went in for the kiss first, it works a bit better sequence-wise because, again, Anon he's a looker, not a toucher. He's you know, he doesn't want to get beat the fuck up, especially not by someone like fucking Rosa. She's cute and funny, twirling her hair around with one finger as she listens to me talk. Listens? Well, Safi, your brain is so deep-fried today. It's like a JPEG in there. Equally at ease talking about herself as she's asking about my own life. There's nothing to say, Anna. There's nothing going on. Somehow she manages to pull more out of me than I've even shared with Fang and the gang. Stories of my life and Farron's coming out as naturally as any shitpost. Are you talking about your coming out as by... I know how you looked at the Dragon Ball Z character, buddy. Slaps him on the back. The wait in line passes in a flash. One hurried order in Spanish later, and Rose and I take a seat outside, settling next to each other on the weather-worn plastic seats. Why is my stomach? It's because of the soup. I'm full of soup. So, Rosa, what did you want to talk about when you texted on me? I've been dreading this question, but the longer I've talked about my own family back in rock bottom, the more I knew I had to ask. My suspicions are confirmed as Rosa's face falls, and I hate myself for how sad she looks now. Okay, listen. We're putting the music up here so that when they remember to put the fucking music on the music channel, we'll know. Why do you keep playing this as ambient? I don't get it, right? My suspicions are confirmed as Rosa's face falls, and I hate myself for how sad she looks now, resisting an urge to throw my arm around her and comfort her. Rosa heaves a heavy sigh before beginning to speak, fidgeting with her bracelet as she does. I forget she even has that thing. It's never called out in the writing, at least. I love her grabby hand on the far side.
A little grabby hand.
The thumb is in such an awkward position. It's great. It's me madre. I know she's driving me crazy. All she could say is,
Rosa, when are you going to finish school so you can help us at work? Rosa, why haven't you come brought any nice boys home yet?
he could hug her. Yeah, but only ending 3 or 4 is allowed, and is allowed to do that. My heart does another flutter jump.
Flutter jump? Get out of here, Yoshi.
At that, but I keep silent, letting her vent her frustrations. Rosa begins angrily gesticulating with her hands as she goes on, wagging her finger at her imaginary mother. But when I ask her about her pain to offer, it's just,
No, es demasiado problema.
I know something is wrong, but she will not let me in. Deflating it a little, Rosa drops her hands back down to the table with a thump, her gaze following them dejectedly. I don't know what to do. The one persona I want to help the most, and she does not let me. I'm sorry, Rose, I don't speak English, and he just gets up and leaves. He's just done. Listen, I've like my own parents, I've 0 experience. Like, why are you asking me, truth be told? A lull appeared in the conversation, and I knew there was my moment to speak up. Hoping my palms aren't too sweaty spaghetti, I reach over to take Rosa's hand, giving her a light little squeeze of courage. You can wipe your fucking hands on your pants first, man. Jesus. Rose, I'm sure you have to go... I'm sure you have to go through with that. It sounds harsh. But you can't force these things. You can't make people let you in. You have to let them let you in, you know? I stumble over my words as Rosa looks at me, her beautiful eyes shimmering with unshed tears. Her hand squeezes mine back. What is wrong with me? Maybe I don't know what you're going through, and maybe no one's cared for like this. You know, they cared enough to buy me a fucking taco at a taqueria. What a gift! But, what I mean to say is you're lucky to have someone who loves you like that. Maybe just by loving them back, that's enough, you know? Rose is silent as she stares up at me, clearly thinking on what I just said. Moments pass, and I know well enough to shut up and be quiet, to just let her process what she's feeling. And then she breaks the silence at last, her voice catching slightly. You do have people who care about you, I know. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no. Oh no! Rosa, no! I don't want a new phone subscription! Suddenly, Rosa pulls her hand out of mine, reaching to take either side of my face. Her face rises to meet mine as she pulls me down, planting her mouth for a kiss. Warning! This section of the game is not finished yet. I'm sorry. Warning. Warning. We are now being smooched by QT and Latina Dino. I'm so taken aback. All I can do for 1 second is just like kiss me. It's awkward at first. Beaky Snoot is making it difficult for her to get her lips on mine, bro. Not really. That's not the actual complexity. Like, lips would be where they are. But then my surprise fades and I kiss her back. A slow, soft kiss that seems to go forever. My eyes close, letting me fall into the kiss entirely, till it's all I can feel, wanting with all my heart for it to never end. This is like right after one of the first choices you get in the fucking game too. Let me just remind you, right? That like this supposedly happens shortly after, going like, hey, maybe Fang should play a fucking guitar. That's like the first major choice you get. He's just fucking smooching random girls.
Oh, Anon, you're such a player.
Yeah, I think the problem with Fang is that there's a lot more leverage with how long the beak is. All thought is banished by the kiss, replaced entirely with Rosa. Beautiful, sweet, loving Rosa. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this violates, okay, listen. English adjectives have order. There is a very specific sequence you have to follow for it to make sense. Opinion, size, age, shape, color, origin, material, purpose. I don't know. I don't know. My brain is just like beautiful, sweet, loving Rosa just works better. But maybe I'm the one who's wrong. Quantity or number, quality or opinion, size, age. I don't know where this fits in. Purpose or qualifier. Sorry, Rosa, I need a qualifier. Are we doing this again where characters are like on 1/3 of the screen? That's not how the thirds rule works, man. We finally break apart, our lips cling together for a split second before we settle back, eyes open. You're kissing in front of like a taqueria in the middle of nowhere. Jesus, what a first kiss. Yeah, this would be Anon's first kiss, right? Jesus. Goober. Feels like I've just run 100 miles as my heart bursts. My stomach's about to burst. It feels like I've just run 100 miles. My heart fit to burst as it thunders in my chest. Rosa holds my face in her hands, her eyes staring deeply into mine. This close, I can see every facet of those crimson eyes, sparkling like gems. Come on, is someone going to point out they have scales? Is someone going to be like, I can trace every line on those scales like a jigsaw or something? Come on, everyone's always about the fucking eyeballs. I get it, Anon, you want to eat those eyeballs. They're delicious. I didn't show up here for that. In worse places to kiss points at Sims 4. Oh no. You can compliment her hair, my man. The mascara, the effort she puts in. Come on, the little horn. Come on. It's like you fuckers want to be furries, but you're too afraid to actually commit to the fucking bit. Come on. Describe the animal features. A sudden grin splits Rosa's face, and I find myself sporting one equally large. How about we do that so that I can calm the fuck down? Apparently, Magic the Gathering is having like a huge shitfest because they banned cards. It's like they're expensive cards, and for some reason that's like a deal breaker. Like, what the hell? I can't see your comment. Maybe it's just YouTube. Probably just YouTube. Yeah, I don't see where your thing is, Dave. Sorry. No, like my problem, Scary Dave, is that like they want to kiss dinosaurs, but they're not talking about what makes a dinosaur a dinosaur. Listen. Someone's yelled this at me, and I'm going to yell it right back at you. Why are they dinosaurs if it doesn't fucking do anything? She's just a big girl at this point. An extra size, extra chunky lady. I'm just saying. Give me the juice and the squeeze. Yeah, I don't see it, Scary Dave. Sorry to tell you, buddy. But to me, it says 2 likes and 0 comments. Giggling, we start to lean into each other more, eyes slowly closing. The second kiss is as sweet as the first. Seriously, who is this mysterious Anon? Who is this mysterious Anon that I've never met before? What a Don Juan. Yeah, there's an intensity behind it. Like, she's upset about her mom and she's just macking this random dude. As if some unspoken agreement had passed between us, and the kiss is the means by which we seal the deal. The first kiss was me just signing a little bit too sloppily, and then this metaphor is going a little out of hand. This time, I've taken Rosa's face in my hands as well, making sure to scrub them on my jeans beforehand. Get a little sweaty, probably. A second kiss lasts longer than the first. Neither of us willing to break off, but eventually she pulls away. How can she rest her forehead on yours? Her fucking snoot gets in the way, and the horn too. You can't do that. Sorry. Like, she can't, okay? The snoot is in a fixed position, because the bottom jaw moves, the rest does not. Right? So, if she does it, she'll be poking you in the cheek with that thing. Every time. Eso estuvo bien, no. That was very, very nice. Rosa's whispers nearly silent against the noise of the street. A quiet prayer out of only the two of us, dear. Actually, I didn't hear it. I forgot my hearing aids. Fang does a number on you. Moving her hands away from my face, she shakes both of mine, holding them together between us as she sits back. I care about you, Anon. You are the stupido humano that makes me feel like the prettiest niñata in the world. And I like that. Oh no! Oh no! Rosa flashes another of her smiles, the one that fills her whole face with joy. Sorry, Scary Dave, but you died. The end. Actually, I have the perfect song for you to listen to. While you are getting absolutely owned, I will include a timestamp for your convenience. I think this is it. Hold on. Okay. Hold on. I need to go back a second. There you go. Here you go, Scary Dave. This is the sound. This is the soundtrack that plays when you get fucking owned. It's Imogen Hide and Go Seek. I like that a lot. The rest of the day passes by the blur! Food was eventually brought out, and Rosa having ordered both a selection of her favorite tacos. She even ordered mine with real meat, sparing me the tofu and soy replacements. Listen, if you live in Spanish land, in Spainland, I'm pretty sure they give you shit for being for not eating the beef, you know. Although I guess with dinosaurs it'd be more complex than that. Actually, wouldn't that massively influence a lot of cuisine? That's whatever. Luckily, Rosa picked the perfect spot for our first date, so we could eat with the tacos in one hand, holding each other's hands on the Nerd. The super saurian on the side didn't lie either. These are the best tacos I ever had. Why didn't you include that line when you described him? Like, you're allowed to say that he has a text bubble. Or hell, you can use this text box with like the character name and be like, oh man, you can do that. You can have the text box imply that he's actually saying it. Come on, have some fun. Afterwards, Rosa offered to drive me home. Apparently, she had forgotten I didn't have a car and thought of making me... It's 2 buses, Anna. Fuck off, that's just... This lady had a worry to no end. Oh shit, it's the cool background. I gave Rosa an address not too far from where I actually lived, not wanting to let her know that I lived in the shithole that was Skin Row. I mean, you've done the same with everyone else, really. Rosa gave my hand another squeeze before I got out of the car, smiling as I placed his chest. This isn't Anon. Who is this Anon? Get him out of here. Scary Dave, please, remove this counterfeit from my view. I wish I could get some sleep. That'd be nice. I just can't. Every time I go to bed reasonably on time, and I just wake up feeling like hot garbage. Look at him. He's done like 1 date, and he had 2 kisses, and he gives her Jesus. What a Don Juan. See you tomorrow, Rosa. See you tomorrow, mi novio. Novio? I guess we'll never know. Oh, it just straight up means boyfriend, groom. Ooh. Spicy. I mean, at least the mod doesn't sit on his ass for too long. It's been a few weeks since my first day with Rosa. Saying my first date still feels weird. It's something I never imagined I would accomplish. let alone with someone like Rosa. Let's be honest, all right? She's a better catch for some people, you know. She can make you the taquitos. Who would have thought? Me, a loser determined to stay under the radar, landing a beautiful Latino dino GF. Too bad I probably ruined my chance at wizardry. I've started hanging out with her and Stella more before. Oh, sometimes mixing in with the rest of the fan gang. Rose and Reed hit it off right off the bat. Turns out the guy knows a thing or two about growing plants. Even Stella was getting along after I forbid her from talking about anime all the time. I've worked too hard to hide my power level just for her to come in and blow it. Don't use that word. I'm still traumatized from the one where Anon just won't shut the fuck up about his power level. Like, it's fine, but in writing, you don't hammer points like that. You don't. Repetition is not great unless you know exactly what you're doing, and it has a point. And with the power level, it just didn't. It just like, shut up already. I get it. We know. You can summarize it from this point forward. Like, who the fuck talks to themselves like that? Who has an internal monologue that's this, like, banally repetitive, explaining your own concepts to yourself consistently? You might refresh yourself from time to time, and that's why writing works the way that it does, but you don't hammer the point home. Like, the funny part is, right, that actual train of thought writing, you don't write the actual train of thought. You're supposed to make it work within the structure of writing itself. Because actual train of thoughts are just awful as actual writing. Surprisingly, Trish was the most encouraging of me and Rosa. At least she congratulated a skinny loser like me on getting a girl while clapping me on the shoulder. Well, punching me on the shoulder. Fuck, I still got a bruise. Honestly, I think she's just glad I'm happy. I'm happy? What? I'm out of a nappy hair for once. Nappy hair? The only one who wasn't happy was Fang. They'll interrupt our practice. They'll just get in our way. I forgot how Fang feels about most people. All that talk of weeds choking out the plants. Sometimes I catch Fang giving me sidelong looks in class. I wonder if I'm a weed to her now. Wow. So is Fang gonna shoot up the school now, or? Rosa and I agreed to meet up before school. It's my favorite part of the day, seeing her for the first time. I've even stopped shitposting before school just to get some time in. Listen, man, you're just not good at organizing your time. You can have it both ways. The way her face lights up when she sees me in the halls. I like how you established her mom, and it's just completely vanished. Fair enough. 24 hours of super Duolingo. Might have to stop early, because again, my stomach is just not having a good day. And your links didn't even come through. What's even the point? Yeah. Ouch. Ouch. Sorry, I got distracted by something. The way she gives my hand a little squeeze is a greeting. It's enough to make a man weak. Well, you are a man and you are weak. Anon, you're getting soft. It's almost like that squeeze is making a man go weak. Oh, no. It's just my phone. Stop hitting the right mouse button, Safi. Jeez. I can already feel my heart skipping beats as I check my text, hoping it's from Rosa. Wait, a text from Fang? Gonna look for a new band venue this weekend. Everyone else bailed. I want to go solo. You want to come? Guess I'm not a weed after all. I mean, I wouldn't smoke that any day. So no. Sure. This weekend, huh? I wonder if Rosa wouldn't mind coming along. 3 of us hang out does sound like fun. We'd have the whole set. We'd have a man, a woman, and something that doesn't belong on that axis. Oh, the gang's all here. Guess the band was that already. Huh, I wonder if that was intentional. Reed is only in the only fucking reason that Reed is in Goodbye Volcano High is because they needed a guy. That's the only reason they let Reed in the group. Ugh. Nasser's so soundline in that, Jesus. This weekend, huh? I wonder if Rosa wouldn't mind coming along. The three of us hanging out does sound like fun. Fang's next message stops me dead. Just you, though. Don't bring Rosa. Oh, Weebasaurus. Weebasaurus. Ooh, that's a good one, though. Wait! Just me? Wow! They're eating your comments again? Wait, no! I think I can see it. My eyes, they have detected something. No, it's just you saying that the beak is fluffy. I salute you. Sorry, man. Ba 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 ba. Man, it's not even showing your fluffy in here. It is just not. Wait, just me? What's with her? First, she doesn't want Rose and Stella hanging around band practice, but now... I mean, to be honest, Anon, like, having you around, you're one person. You can't have a conversation or cause any disruptions. But when there's two people around band practice, they can start talking, and that gets in the way of stuff, you know? Like, don't even pretend. If I didn't know better, I'd say Fang was... Hola, Anon! Hastily stuffing my phone back into my pocket, I turned to face her. Rosa. I haven't managed to silence my alarm whenever we're together, but I can ignore them now. Oh, I actually can hear them a bit. Hey, Rosa. I lean in to give her a peck on the cheek, but before I can, she stops me with a finger to the lips. Rosa? I know it. I need to talk to you. Truly, it's one of the four horsemen of the apocalypse. Oh, no. I can feel my blood start to run cold. Oh, fuck. I've read enough mangas to know what this means. Hopefully I can keep my voice steady. What about any attempts I make to stay calm or betrayed by my free-falling heart? Well, Anon, it is a little bit embarrassing. Mi familia heard about you and me the other day. The other day? We just got tacos, and we made out like twice. 3 times if you count the chest kiss. I made out in a public space. Nami Papi is very happy that I finally had a boy. Rosa catches herself at the last second. She's blushing as red as... Come on, it's very easy to like do a little brushwork and make a character blush. Come on. Tiniest effort. But mi madre, well... Uh-oh. Rosa looks down for a moment. Let's just say she's not too happy about me kissing a boy, especially one who... you know, prehistoric love. Tick-tock. When you write it like that, I'm like, oh, you want to tick? My brain goes tic tac toe for some reason. It's honestly impressive that Twitter has remained online despite apparently financially eating the biggest shit sandwich. I wonder who's paying for all this shit and why. A voice trails off for a moment, but I think I can fill in the blanks. One who isn't a dino? Surprisingly, she breaks out in a laugh. It's sweet and unexpected, and Rosa's to cover her mouth to stifle her giggles. I'd say that's the cutest thing she's done if she didn't also slug me in the shoulder as well. Jesus, fuck right in the bruise, too. No, stupido! My heart stops free-falling. To make Dino. He's not interested in that, though. I'm sorry to tell you, but Elon is not going to make your Dino waifus. He wants to get off this planet and be surrounded by people who say yes to him. That's why he wants to go to Mars. Because here on Earth, there's plenty of people who tell him he's a big old jerk. One who doesn't share our faith. Oh, shit! That ain't great. Jesus, this again. Wait, I just got that. Rosie, Rosie? I'm sorry I don't share your, I have to hold back my tongue. Years of baiting idiots on a Turkish arts and crafts billboard program into active religion. Turkish arts and craft billboard. I love that he keeps using, like, these weird descriptions. Like, I love the idea of Anna just walking up to a fucking billboard and spray canning something on. Just walks all the way back across the ocean. Your belief. Is that something that's going to be a problem? Maybe in the 41st century. You know, in the 41st century, I don't know. Maybe before the whole heresy business takes off, we might be good. Is that gonna be a problem? I let my gaze fall to my feet, envisioning the best relationship I've ever had falling apart because I don't believe in a magic dino in the sky. The thing is, I always got the impression that Anon has a cross on his room. Fang has worn crosses, and her family is implied to be religious enough. Rosa probably also, to the point that one of her sprites features a cross, I think. Like, I don't know what to tell you, Anon, but no. It's more fun than you think. Unless her parents aren't actually about the Dino Jesus faith, they're about the the Super Dragon Ball. He has a cross on his room over his bed. Yeah, it's a background detail, but it caught my eye. The same also happens in Damien's house. I've been told this is actually more common in America. Because around here, I've never seen anything like that. Ah non. Rosa takes a step closer to me. Slowly, she touches my chin, pulling my eyes to meet hers. I need those in my sockets! Put him back! Her crimson eyes twinkle in the fluorescent. Anon, do you just have something for red under fluorescent lighting? Her face, a picture of concern. Anon, I don't want this to end. I like you a lot, Anon. A lot. I'm sure that if you just go to see mi madre, you would all get along. The idea of meeting a woman who can so easily sway someone like Rosa is not something I want to dwell on. But right now she's... Rosa's voice falters for a moment. Right, her mom's health. Homelander saved people from the meteor, but made dinosaurs... Homelander, thanks. Thanks for making it complicated for all of us. Here I am worrying about if we can be together, and Rose is probably worrying if her mom's gonna be okay. I feel like such a dick. Hey, everyone's got their own priorities, buddy. That's literally what Snoot Game's about. I use a lull in our conversation to take a hand at the mind, giving it a little squeeze. That's what she always does. Get it? They're turning it around. Rosa, I don't want this to end either. If it would help, I guess I could, I don't know. What is it that good old Christian dinos do? Go to church or something with you? Nailed it! Although giving up my Sundays isn't ideal, I could just play along for her mother's sake. Her eyes light up, and before I can react, she's wrapping me in a big hug. There's literally art for this. I guess maybe this was before that art was added. Oh, Anon, that is so sweet. I'm sure my mother would understand if you just give it a chance. But that's a weird snap. She stops before squeezing all the life out of me. I'm suddenly very aware of the fact that we are standing very close together. Our faces just inches apart. And this means I get to spend more time with you. My heart starts doing acrobatics again. Something I always want to do. Rosa bites the corner of her lip, a hand still lingering on my lower back. For fuck's sake, Rosa, you're talking about hitting on a man in church. I don't think the big JD is gonna be too happy about that. And it's JC, not JD. Who the fuck is JD then? He is the man from Scrubs. What? Jesus fucking Christ. Bye-bye, Slurf. Have a good one.
Have a nice weekend, buddy.
All I need to do is lean in and... It's alright, 'cause I'm saved by the... It's alright, 'cause I'm saved by the... Oh, there's actually like a background noise. If only they put the fucking music on the music track. Yeah, I think we should probably end this soon anyway. The schoolbell breaks the spell with a cacophony of noise. Fuck. Cock blocked by the clock. Clock blocked. Your clock's fine, man. Laughing, she gives my hand a light squeeze, adjusting the straps of her bag with her other hand. If I didn't know any better, I'd say she was blushing too. I guess we'll see each other again sometime. I'll text you in class, okay? I squeeze her hand in response. A lot of hand squeezing. Sounds good, Rosa. Rosa turns away with a smile, leaving me standing awkwardly in the middle of the hallway. Guess I got out going to church to list of things I never thought I'd be doing. I don't know which is more unbelievable. That or the fact that I'm going out with a girl. I have a problem with this. Wouldn't Anon's parents have taken him to church? He's got a cross in his room, and I kind of imagine that his parents are old-fashioned and boring enough. They would, do that stuff, at least on Sundays, or at least for holidays, I guess. I think we're going to call it here for now, though. Ugh, all these pages are so full of things. We'll do more later, but for now, I'm a little beat up. I'm a little banged up around the corners, as they say. Looks like this chapter is going to get some stuff in it, though. Yeah, we're not even halfway done with this chapter, and it goes places. Cool. Unfortunately, I have bad news, and that is about tomorrow. Nothing that the recordings need to know, though. I cannot, unfortunately, record or do anything tomorrow. Some other things have already taken my time away from me. What do you mean on a previous post? Can you tell me where I can find it, my good sir? Okay, so you edited your post to make it work. Is that it? Because I only see 2 comments here, and one of them says that it's edited. Oh! Forgot I turned the music up. Alrighty tighty then, buckaroo. Maybe you should just leave a comment and then edit it later. The picture bro wants to use in the power grid. Oh! Oh no, it's a pickle. She's an eggplant. You can't forget the flying eggplant. Oh man. Oh boy. Oh man. Oh, thank him the little peace sign. Give me that fat peace sign. Oh my god, he's gonna eat a wheat brownie. These look familiar. Is this properly edited or not? Man, I remember that, Liz. She's nice. The power of Christ compels you. Yeah, this looks familiar.
Oh no, she's holding hands.
I know someone who's got to see the hand holding, though. Because he's a pervert. Yeah, this looks all very familiar. I think today is one of those days where no one gets anything they want. We are all doomed to failure. I am Inca.
Oh no! Inko!
1 hour sex scene between Jack Black and the gator at the end.
I get it.
She's right behind me, isn't she? Oh no. Oh no. Amber and Reba. He's a little. There she goes. Dachimo, whichever way the wind blows. Naomi having a nice date with her hubby. That's not Naomi. That's Iamon. Imoan. Also known as... I forgot her name. Because my brain is like just so fucking deep fried. My brain is just gone. I should just fall over and die. And would solve a few problems. I don't know. I don't know, man. I think we're all very cursed today, then. Try one more thing. Hard reload. Yeah, no. We are all cursed. And I'm tired, so, you know, this mod has some issues, but it's fine. I just, you know. God, how am I supposed to stay awake? I just want to get some sleep. And it actually counts as sleep instead of my body just beating up. No stream, sorry to tell you, buddy. I don't think we're going to be done. We are like chapter 3 out of 10. Sorry to tell you, buddy. We are far from done. We're just gonna call the stream here before I fall asleep. But you'll get a stream for your birthday. That's a sappy promise from me to you, buddy. Otherwise, you can bring me before the courts. Have me flayed in public. Or whatever it takes, I don't know.
Bye-bye, thanks for coming.
Oh man, I just. It's just call it a day before all I do is yawn.